Big news is shaking up the crypto world this July, folks. Ripple. They got its sights set on a series of game changing acquisitions in the XRP community. We're all buzzing. But what does this mean for the future of XRP, and why could July be the most important month yet for XRP holders? We're going to break it down and get ahead of the curve because this is the news that you do not want to miss, folks. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button. It's the thumbs up. It helps me out in the algorithm. We are trying to rebuild our channel after what they have done to the previous one with over 65,000 subscribers on it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. It takes you 2 seconds. This is the Bullwinkle Blueprint, putting out content twice a day. As always, it is free and it is one of the most informative channels out there because we break it all down for everyone to understand what is going on in the crypto space. Without further ado, sit back, relax, let's jump into it. Bitcoin, $107,059. It's currently trending down 0.34% in the past 24 hours. Ethereum coming in at 2,449. It's down 0.17%. XRP, it's down almost 10 cents. We were trending around 220. We are down to about $2.09, coming in at 3.79%. Everyone wants to point, oh, it's because of the Ripple and SEC lawsuit and the judge denied the motion. Folks, it has nothing to do with it. The bears are in control of the market right now. It is very simple. There are more sellers than buyers. That is what happens. Bitcoin goes down, the rest of crypto goes down. That's it. Will this flip? Will this change? Will we see the bull run finally hit, finally come to a cryptocurrency market near you? The simple answer is yes. 3 to 6 months. That is it. That is all we have left in this bull run, in this bull market. The Fed should have cut rates this month. They failed to do so. We will see a mass amount of money come into these markets. You know how it goes. Out of nowhere, the markets are going to absolutely rip and boom to the upside. Crypto Bag put this out. It's pretty interesting. Think about it. If you held 100,000 XRP over the past year, you watched your portfolio go from 50K to 330K back down to 209K. Talk about a roller coaster. Doesn't that sting bad until XRP gets back down to sub 50 cents again? Hopefully it never happens, right? But never say never. Remember 2018. What do I take from this? Crypto's a roller coaster. When you enter crypto, you should have the mindset of holding 5, 10, 15 years. You should not enter crypto thinking about holding 1, 3, or 5 months. This isn't the wild, wild west anymore where we got a Coinbase rumor and the market shot up and your favorite crypto did a 10x. The more money that comes in, the harder it is to move assets. Remember that. And this Thursday, that's today. That's yesterday. This came out yesterday. I didn't get to watch it yet. Mr. Shift had a conversation with Chris Larsen. They talked about what made Chris hungry for success. Hey, that picture of Chris does not look good. Dude, my man looks tired and worn down. IPOing his first internet company in the dot-com era, the Bitcoin revolution. Ripple's efforts working with and educating financial institutions for more than a decade, and how Ripple and the coin it uses, XRP, managed to stand the test of time when most of the early projects are no longer around today. Well, I mean, when you sell a crap ton of XRP per month to fund the business, it's going to stand the test of time. You got an unlimited supply of cash coming in, but that's another story for a different time. Let's talk about this. Crypto czar David Sachs, he states that July is going to be a big month. What could he mean here? Let's think about this. Let's take a quick pause. Things get really interesting here, and this is going to tie into Ripple's acquisitions next. So David Sachs, the so-called crypto czar of the US, yeah, you know, the guy who's usually in the room where it happens, he just said July is going to be a big month. Now, why should you care? Well, imagine you're at a concert and the headliner sets up and says, "Don't leave your seat. The next song will blow your mind." Well, you know something major is about to go down, right? That's exactly what this feels like. Here's what's wild. Sachs has had access to conversations that me and you do not. So when he hints at fireworks in July, you better believe the industry is gearing up for a show. I mean, it could be anything from regulatory breakthroughs, ETF approvals, or big companies finally flipping the switch and jumping in. It's a bit like watching a championship game. The whole season has built up to this moment. July could be the turning point where crypto goes from the preseason directly into the playoffs. And now, look, history doesn't always repeat itself, but you know what? It sure does rhyme. And I have seen that since I've been in the space 7 years ago, almost 8 now. Every time we get this kind of teaser from someone at the top, and this man is the top for crypto, big things tend to happen. So whether you're a diehard crypto fan or just staring from the sidelines, July is the month to watch. If you blink, guess what? You might just miss history in the making. Stay glued because the next chapter is about to unfold. And guess what? You got front row seats. And then Masari put this out, and this is pretty interesting. Let's dive into this, what this could possibly be. Ripple's eyeing multiple acquisitions, Ethereum-like upgrades to the XRP ledger. This is an article they posted. It says Ripple is actively in talks for multiple acquisitions following its $1.25 billion purchase of prime broker Hidden Roads early this year. States that the company plans to enhance its XRP ledger with increased programmability and a lending protocol expected to launch in Q3 of this year. That's pretty interesting statement now, isn't it? So let's think about this, because Ripple, they're not playing small in 2025. We're talking about a company that's going full shark mode, literally eyeing multiple companies to acquire, to reshape the entire crypto landscape. And I know what you're thinking, Rip, what does this actually mean for us? Well, let's break it down in real world terms. Imagine you're building the ultimate smartphone. You don't just design the shell. You want the best camera, the fastest processor, the longest battery. Now, Ripple, they're doing the same with the XRP ledger. They're not just sitting back and waiting. They're going out, picking up high-powered pieces to plug right in. Just this year, Ripple scooped up a big player called Hidden Road, a prime brokerage, basically the Goldman Sachs for crypto. So institutions can move massive money flows using XRP as the backbone. Remember, we're still waiting for that to go live, right? But that's just the start, because Ripple's M&A team, they're in overdrive. They're working on not one, but multiple deals right now. And these are confirmed not to just be rumors. They are really about to happen. Ripple's top brass is saying it themselves. There are serious talks with all kinds of companies. Think DeFi protocols, smart contract devs, maybe even get this stablecoin company like Circle, who they've been talking about, the folks behind USDC. That would be like Apple buying Spotify and Netflix in the same year. Instant superpowers. But this is not just about buying companies, folks. Ripple is upgrading the XRP ledger with Ethereum style features, real smart contracts, DeFi building blocks, and even cross-chain technology through Wormhole. They just announced that. That means developers can now build the next wave of decentralized apps right here on the XRP ledger, not just Ethereum. Remember, when ETH got all these DeFi apps, what happened to the price of ETH? It went absolutely parabolic. So why does this matter for me and you? Because every acquisition, every upgrade is like adding a new lane to the XRP highway, making it faster, more valuable, and ready for mass adoption. When you see traditional finance start plugging into the network, using XRP to move money, launch new apps, and settle trades, you know that you are watching the next chapter of financial history unfold. Keep your eyes peeled, because the next headlines you see about Ripple might just not be another acquisition. It could be the deal that brings crypto and mainstream finance together for good. Folks, this is absolutely huge. We're going to get multiple acquisitions. Hidden Road has not gone live just yet. When we talk about Ethereum style upgrades to the XRP ledger and we think about what happened to the price of Ethereum, think about that. If we get the same upgrades that Ethereum had when their price went from pretty much, 10 to $20 all the way up to 3, 4 digits, we might be seeing the same thing happen with XRP. Exciting times ahead. Ripple has the money. And if they get Circle and Hidden Roads goes live, this is going to be the year for XRP holders. And trust me, it is well overdue. I'm going to leave it like that. If you found this video, you know, you came away from it with a clear understanding of what is going on in the space, what is going on with Ripple, and what Ripple is trying to do. Hey, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the button. I'll catch all of you on the next one.